I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. Now that all the black men are now deciding that they're going to vote for Trump, and there's a whole truckload of them that's voting for Trump, you'll have to remember I was the first black man. I was the first bro. I was the first bro that gave my hand and my endorsement to Donald Trump when everybody else was looking at him like he was I don't know what they thought he was. But I was the first bro. Now I took back my endorsement when he said that Obama was legit and said he was going to be more supportive of the gay crowd than Hillary Clinton. Well, I said, that's it for you, Donald. And then the Lord named him the tribulation Trump. But I want to tell you, now that you brothers are now jumping on board and talking about Trump is the way, listen, I had the wisdom 9 years ago. I was the first one. I was the first one to tell you about Obama. I was the first one to tell you about, I was the first one to endorse Trump. You're coming on 9 years after the fact of what I said and did 9 years ago. So maybe at one point the world will step back and say, wait a minute. There's a fellow named Terrence K. Williams who says he got a message for Obama. And, when I saw this, I said, Lord, first of all, thank God for the members of the Outlaw World Missionary Church that stood with me over those very tumultuous years when I was being called a false prophet. Thank y'all. But I want y'all to hear what this black man said. You couldn't have dreamed. The only person that was saying this 17 years ago was me. The only person. And I was ran out of town. That everybody in Africa hated me when I said this. But now, nearly 60% of black men are saying the exact same thing. Roll that clip, Mr. Engineer.
I'm giving everybody a fair warning right now. You might not like my language in this video, so move on if you have sensitive ears. And also, send this video to Barack Obama. Barack Obama, I need to holler at you. Sit down so I can holler at you and look at me when I'm talking to you, okay? So it took me a day to respond because I wanted to give you time to think about how stupid you sound when you say you are ashamed that black people are not supporting Kamala Harris. And Barack Obama, do you not realize that this is America? You are a former president. So you should know that this is America. And black people have the right to vote for and support whoever they want. Black people have the right to support and vote for whoever they want. I have the right to wear this red hat. I have the right to support Trump. Black people don't have to support Kamala Harris. Barack Obama, do you think people have to do what you say? We don't have to do what you say. Who do you think you are? You are not God. We don't have to worship you. You want us to get down on our knees and worship you and bow down to you, boy, bye. Do you think you are the ruler of black people? Do you think you are the king of the black community? Huh? No. You act like you own us. You act like you own black people. You don't own me. Okay? So be ashamed all you want. I'm not voting for Kamala Harris. I'm not doing it. And a lot of black people are not doing it. And you want to know why, Barack Obama? Because don't nobody like her. And people realize now that voting for somebody based on the color of their skin is not going to help them. It's not a great idea.
Again, why black people want... Just want to interject. I was saying this 17 years ago, 18 years ago, and now you got this young man who's probably was wearing knickers when he probably was playing basketball. A young boy when I said it, okay. And now they're all saying it. I just ended a segment of that. Whether you want to agree, and you can say, Pastor Manny, you don't know, but the Lord works in mysterious ways. That what I have said and done over the past 17 years will have more influence on the outcome of this 2024 election than any other person, including Donald Trump and Kamala Harris and anybody else you may think that may have some power. What I said is influencing this election. Now, you may disagree with that. But the thing I want the members of the Outlaw World Missionary Church and people that have prayed for me, have supported me, people that give, people that stuck with me when everybody else was leaving me, I want you to know the Lord works in mysterious ways. What I said 17 years ago is now on the mouth of most black men that are black men. The only people that are only men, black men and black women that are not saying what I said 17 years ago is that gay crowd out there, that crowd with sugar in their tank, that crowd that's been turned over to reprobate minds. But everybody else black is saying exactly what I said. I am the most influential. So on election night and going forward from this day forward, I'm in what I said and what my words were are in control. You may not think, well, you've been exalted, you've been to the White House, you've been given an award. That's not how God works. My reward and crown is a righteous one that Almighty God will give. But listen to this black man talk. You think you're listening to me 17 years ago.
Because they realize that Trump actually cares about this country and Trump will do what's best for everybody, including black people. And black people realize that you bamboozled and tricked them into voting for you based on the color of your skin. Now black people realize that that's not a great idea because we had a black president who didn't do a damn thing for black people. Trump did more for black people than you. You bamboozled and tricked black people into voting for you. Well, vote for me because I'm black. And you made black people think you were going to do all these magical things. And you were promising all this false hope. And didn't do nothing. Nothing. Black people did not get anything out of you. Do you know who benefited from you being the first black president? You did, Barack Obama. You are the only person who benefited from you being the first black president. You, Barack Obama, you are the only one who benefited. You left the White House and made millions of dollars. Black people didn't get anything that you promised them. But you want to run your mouth. You want to yap off at the mouth and talk about why black people are not supporting Kamala like they supported you. They made a mistake supporting you. Because you are a lying piece of and you don't own us. So go sit your black ass down somewhere and get out of my damn face.
No, it's absolutely clear that that I will have more influence. I have at present more influence over the 2024 election than any other person on planet Earth, including the candidates. You don't have to believe that. You don't have to believe that, but it's true. And I stood out there in the torrent of hate coming from Africa like a tsunami. Every black person, including black babies not yet born in the mama's womb, hated me for what I said about Obama. And now look. You see? That's exactly what I was saying 17 years ago. And what I'm saying at present about Trump and about Obama.